It's time for Savings Appeal. We've got a list for you. It's 10 things that you need to know when you're planning your retirement. And as always, on Wednesdays, we're joined by the one, the only, Dylan DeBond. He's the owner of Bond Financial Services. Today, we're talking Social Security.
Yep.
And it's one of those things that a lot of people are talking about because it could very well not be there when I get older. But what do we need to know, first and foremost, about Social Security?
Well, you know, the first thing that when I'm talking to families that are at or near retirement, when we're talking about Social Security is if you're going to have that benefit, chances are it's going to be there for you some way, shape, or form. The key is figuring out when is the best time to take it, and really there's so many different ways to look at it. There are people that want to wait till the last minute to get as much out of it as they can, and that is up to age 70. If you wait till age 70, that's where you'll maximize the Social Security benefit.
And it's around age 62 that you can start taking.
And you can start taking it at 62. But the thing to remember, Seth, is that if you wait till 70, chances are you're going to have to spend down a lot more of your own assets to get to 70 to start taking Social Security. So there's some trade-offs there, and these are things that we talk about with people when we're figuring out their income plan, part of the financial plan.
And I think the other big thing, because a lot of people out there, they say to themselves, oh, you know what, I'll be fine when I retire because I've got Social Security. But if you just rely on that one stream of income, you're in a boatload of trouble.
Yeah, I mean, most people that I'm working with, Social Security is a piece of the puzzle because most families that we're talking with need more than what Social Security can create for income to finance their retirement. So we're looking at Social Security as one leg of the retirement income stool. If you're fortunate enough to have a pension, that would be another leg. And then the key is all of your other savings and retirement accounts is that third leg to generate the additional income that you need to maintain your lifestyle in retirement.
Because these days, you need those three legs. Back, a generation ago, it was more two-legged. It was more if you have your Social Security and your pension, because most jobs had a pension,
right,
you'd be better off.
Right. Well, actually, nowadays there's two legs because the pensions have fallen away.
By the wayside.
Right.
Exactly.
So you had it right, just backwards. So nowadays, the fact of the matter is you don't have that pension component, which is creating a much higher level of need to take money from your 401ks, your IRAs, and different types of investments. And this is where I think the challenge lies for most people at or near retirement today is how do you generate that additional income that you need above and beyond Social Security the most efficient way possible. And unfortunately, so many people out there are taking that income from unreliable, unpredictable assets like stock mutual funds that go up and down. I mean, in 2008, we saw some stock mutual funds go down by 50% or more. That's not a real reliable source for your income planning. So in my opinion, the first thing you want to do is solve the income need for the least amount of money possible, and then that will free you up to invest the rest of your funds moderately or conservatively, depending on your risk tolerance, to try to outpace inflation down the road and create more income when you're going to need it.
And changing gears a little bit, let's talk about Social Security and your spouse. How does it work when two people are married in Social Security, and then what happens when one member of the family dies? Yeah,
well, there's always an option if you're a married couple and you've been married for over a year and 50% of the higher Social Security benefit is more than what you would have been able to collect, you have the option to do that. We have a software system that we've purchased and we subscribe to that allows us to generate different scenarios based on the individuals that we're working with. And the thing is, everybody's situation is different, so there's really no one silver bullet that is going to be the be-all, end-all when it comes to Social Security. A couple things you need to take into consideration are, what is your budget? What do you need for income at retirement? What is your health like? Are you going to live a long time, or is there a chance you might live less than a normal life expectancy? All of these factors combined will generate what is the best case scenario for you when it comes to taking your Social Security. And we work with families with that software just to give them an idea of, here, if you took it early and lived long, this is the difference between waiting till you're 70 or 62. There's so many different scenarios. I just address it on a one-on-one basis with the families I'm sitting down with at the time and make sure that it's for them and not just a general situation.
Now, Dylan, we're running a little bit low on time, but if people want to meet up with you, you can obviously meet up with them one-on-one. But every once in a while at local restaurants, you do a seminar entitled, Are You Prepared to Live Without a Paycheck?
Yeah, our seminar is, Are You Prepared to Live 30 Years Without a Paycheck, which is probably one of the biggest questions people at or near retirement have today.
And it's a realistic concern, too, because you could retire at 60, you could live to 90 to 100, and you need all that help.
If you're a married couple, one of you has a 50% chance of living over 90.
So you could conceivably have to live 30 years without a paycheck.
Right, you might even be considering 40 years.
So it's really important information, and you sit down with people, you go over it over a nice meal, and you have a couple coming out this month and next month.
Yeah, we have some seminars coming up at La Cucina in Hamden, Massachusetts. They're going to be coming up at the end of January, beginning of February. Then we're also talking right now, the next scheduled events will be at Twin Hills Restaurant in Longmeadow. And we try to do about 3 to 4 a month. And all over the Western Massachusetts area that we cover, just to make, the key is the more people I can get in front of and tell my story, if they agree with me and they want to sit down and talk to me, that would be a great starting point.
Dylan, thanks so much for stopping by today. And you can visit bondfinancialservices.net or give Dylan a call, 413-754-4747. Just let Dylan and his staff take the steps to secure your financial future.